Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your on channel AC Astro. And today we are here with a Scorpio 2025 horoscope detailed presentation with Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji. Welcome.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Thank you. Rohitji, we are going to discuss about Scorpio 2025, how it is going to be step by step, uh, according to their current situation. Here we go. Starting all of 2025, we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course as well. So those who are interested, they can talk on the WhatsApp link below and ask for details. Here, January begins with Mercury entering into Sagittarius, into your second house. That means here, the Lord of the eighth house, the Lord of investments, the Lord of shared resources, the Lord of gains in the second house. So that means it starts with the very good news of gains, happiness in family, and also very good time for communication. People who are in communication professions, very good time for them. Sun enters into Capricorn here, Rohitji, and this is the mark of Makar Sankranti. It is the time when Makar Sankranti happens, and there is a lot of positive influence we receive during this time. A lot of festivals also happen. This is the third house where the 10th house lord is going, and the lord of communication is also in the second house. That means a beautiful good communication in your workplace is also seen. Many people will be joining new jobs also during this time, and short distance travel for work purposes is also seen. So very very nice time. Mars on the other hand enters into Gemini, so Lagna lord in the 8th house, making Viprit Rajyog because it is 6th house lord also. This means that a lot of gains in partnership as well as a lot of gains through enemies. If enemies were trying to trouble you, here there is a possibility that you may start gaining from them. This is also the house of disease, anything to do with bad habits, sorrow. Also the house of accidents and mishaps. Here very careful because Mars is a aggressive planet, and here the ascendant lord in the 8th house also, it's not considered very very positive. There can be possibility of daydreaming, getting into accidents, any kind of cut surgeries, such kind of things is possible, so we have to be careful as well. Mercury enters into Capricorn. I told you the 11th house lord in the third house. That means because of a group, in a group setting, there can be some kind of plan that you will be making for a short distance leisure trip. There can also be possibility during this time your courage will be in your words. Your what you say, your health will be very good. In fact, if we talk about 8th house lord in the third house, because of some secrets in your life, you may be able to achieve something very positive. Very good time to also think about your hobbies and move forward. And the best thing that happens here is the position of Venus. Venus is the 12th house lord. Venus is the 7th house lord. Mars is not given two good houses to Venus. Venus is a Maraka also here. And here, Venus in the second house, in the 5th house, so beautiful because see, it is 11th from the 7th house. That means romantic romance, gains in speculative gains, possibility of a lot of things related to children, love, a lot of children, happiness through children, also possibility of education, higher education. But we have to remember Rahu and Venus together, it's a what, how do we say, yoga of illusion. Illusion can also happen in the area related to children, skill, love. Some kind of illusion, some kind of miscommunication can also happen. Look at the Lord. There is an exchange between the Lord of the 5th house and the Lord of the 7th house. That means Venus is in the house of Jupiter, Jupiter is in the house. So it's the Rashi Parivartan Yoga is happening, which is also very, very considered very beautiful. A lot of marriage proposals, a lot of marriage finalizations would be happening for all the Scorpio ascendant people during this time. There is one more thing here. We have to be very careful. uh, See, Mars is aspecting your 11th house also, where there is Ketu. Mars is aspecting the 11th house where there is Ketu, and 11th house is about wishes and hopes, and Ketu is about detachment. So there can be some kind of, and Saturn, Venus also is aspecting a debilitated aspect there. So Mars and Venus both are aspecting this place where Ketu is. So there can be also possibility that there may be isolation, or you may feel even in very crowded area, you'll feel very alone. That kind of situations can happen. But otherwise, a very awesome monetary wise, your starting of the month only is money, money, money for you. All the best. 2025 yearly horoscope. I know this is generic predictions, but you may be thinking about, how your chart and how tailored results you will get. This is how you can book here All the best. There is also a WhatsApp link in the description. There is acastro.ca, or you can email on acastrochannel@gmail.com. February. Beginning of February starts with Jupiter, Brahaspati Dev, becoming direct because it became retrograde on October of 9th, 2024. Long time for a planet like Jupiter, who's the lord of your fifth house, who's the lord of the second. All the wealth that is related to Scorpio ascendant people is dependent on Jupiter, Brahaspati Dev, because second house money, your fixed assets, money, bank balance. Fifth house also speculative gains, anything to do in lottery, and again windfall. Here it was retrograde. Now it is getting direct in a very positive space, getting forward with lot of happiness, not getting aspect of any malefics. So it is a beautiful time for all the people. Here in the Kendra, Jupiter is going to make sure that your partnership as any money, anything that you have to gain, you may receive during this time. There is also possibility that happiness from spouse, happiness from wife also restores. There was a lot of things that related to expansion that you're currently working on, especially your bigger goals, yourself, and your communication, because of the three aspects of Jupiter on the 11th, first, and the third house. This is also going to increase and be very positive. Now, because this is a very big transit, we'll not be able to cover everything in this small video. We will be making a complete one dedicated video for Jupiter turns direct in Taurus. So make sure that you subscribe so that during that time when we upload, you do not miss it. Mercury, on the other hand, enters into Aquarius. Mercury, it's a very, very positive sign for Mercury, by the way. Saturn and Mercury are very good friends. And here, coming to Saturn is also very pleasant. Saturn is not in any retrograde motion, nothing at all. But here, this year, or in next month, Saturn is going to travel. That means Saturn is at the cusp of the fourth and the fifth house at the moment. Very big thing is going to happen, but we will discuss about all this. Here, there is another thing which we need to be careful about. Mercury in the fourth house, that means it is exactly the 11th house lord in the fourth house. That means there can be gains from friends, social circle. So this opportunity should not be missed during this time. More of extrovert, more, because Ketu is sitting in the 11th house, I can imagine that there has been a lot of introvert energy in your life. But here, more of extrovert energy has to be shown during this time. So that is a very important thing to do. Later, Sun also comes to Aquarius, saying that, okay, let me also come. So 10th house Lord in the fourth house is aspecting the 10th house with Saturn, with Mercury. That means this is going to be so powerful time for your fame, ability, dignity, power, increments, anything to do with, your wealth increasing through your career. There is also possibility of promotions. So it's a very good time, again, a very beautiful time for all the people. Saturn also is in a very good mole trikon. It is in very much higher degree now, so very, very positive. Mars, on the other hand, will turn direct into Gemini. Here, Mars, whenever Mars is retrograde, there is only one challenge. Our courage is also like very, it is there inside, but we don't want to show it off. Here, eighth house is where Mars will become direct. So again, positive news from enemies, gains from enemies is seen. Your debts coming down. There is also possibility that like you get the secrets. You try to your life will try to reveal a lot of secrets. So that is also very positive. Mercury debilitates in the fifth house. Now here, what is happening? The 11th house lord is in the fifth house, aspecting the 11th house with an exalted aspect, making a Neech Bhang Raj Yog. So, and in the fifth house of Mahalakshmi. So this whole month, January and February, both are very good for speculative gains, for money, for share market, for stock market, and very carefully those who invest in crypto. It's a beautiful time for you. Like money wise, this whole year's energy is very, very positive, extremely positive. So all the best, guys. Make the most, have the most fun during this time. In 2025 yearly horoscope, I know everyone has been thinking we want to also see our chart. So here you can go on acastro.ca or acastrochannel@gmail.com. There's a WhatsApp link also in description. So all the best. March, Venus is retrograde in Pisces because it says, "Oh, I need a little bit more time," because it understood that there is a lot of things that is going to happen in Pisces, and I need to be here right now. Venus is saying that I'm the 12th house lord, lot of losses. I'm the 7th house lord, Maraka house. I need to be here so that I can protect in my exaltation, because here I have a lot of control over this house. Because very soon, Lord, law, many things are happening here. Especially a very big eclipse is going to happen, very very important. So Venus retrograde here will save you. It's time to reflect back on any investments, any kind of expenses that you're doing, especially for your children or for your romantic partner, because it is retrograde in the fifth house for a reason, for you to, and with the lord of the communication also, to make sure that you are getting proper communication during this time. Sun entering into Pisces, this is the time that the eclipse energy will start. In very very much eclipse energy will start, because sun is going to take close approach towards Rahu here, and Rahu is also retrograde, remember. So Rahu and sun are going to meet very soon in 10-15 days. Rahu is retrograde and coming to the Aquarius sign. It is going to enter into Aquarius sign in next 2 months, so it's going to be very close to the cusp of the third, fourth, fifth and the fourth house. Sun entering here, 10th house lord in the fifth house. Creativity in the work area will be very good, but there can also be illusions because of this energy here. No startup should be done during this time, because Mercury on the other hand gets retrograde, and there is a lunar eclipse also. That's a total lunar eclipse. That means absolutely complete blackout. So here we have to be very careful about, because mind is not going to be in control. It's going to be in affliction, and this is where we have to be careful of not starting anything or not finalizing anything to do with your marriage or your children or education or foreign land travel, and signing contracts. These are the things that you should avoid. Now this is a very big phenomenon, such kind of things are happening. And then Saturn enters into Pisces, and solar eclipse happen on that same day when Saturn enters into Pisces. So it's a very very big transit, five planets in one house, that to your fifth house, the house of speculative gains, romance, love, unconditional love, and so many. We have to be very careful about this time. And very importantly, on AC Astro, we are on mission to make every video possible for the transits during this time. A very big, very important, with proper remedies, with proper caution for all the people. We are going to make a transit. So absolutely nothing is going to happen. Five planets coming, eclipse happening, nothing. The world is not ending. I see on my if you go down, there is a WhatsApp group also, where AC Astro, we do research on stuff. But there people are going crazy that okay, there's going to be dying, there is nuclear war, this is what all. 2000, in 2000 it said, Nostradamus says everyone is ending, a world is ending. 2012, nothing happened, man. Nothing is happening like this. It is just that it is your personal areas where such kind of heavy energy is there. We have to be very careful. Now Saturn here in this chart is the lord of the third and the fourth house. Coming to the fifth house will give you all the benefits of the third and the fourth. That means courage will increase. You can now buy property. There is possibility of getting new vehicle also. There is possibility of getting childbirth also. Saturn is not a bad planet. It means that it can, wherever it sits, it gives good results. Wherever it aspects, it can create problem. So here again, for this kind of big videos, big transits, we'll be making a very big video. So do subscribe so you do not miss it. Sadisati begins for all the Aries people, and Sadisati ends for all the Capricorn ascendant people. So this is also good news for Capricorn ascendant. All the best. April, Mars enters into Cancer, gets debilitated here. Mars is saying ascendant Lord debilitated in the ninth house. Here, only power that is being shown right now is from Jupiter, is from one Jupiter and second Venus. Two benefics, one sitting in Kendra, one sitting in Trikona. The Lagna Lord in the ninth house is debilitated. But what happens during this time? There is little bit luck not working in your favor. There is possibility that there can be little bit of rift with father, or with elder siblings who are like your father, like father figure, elder siblings. There can be some rift, there can be some disagreements. On the other hand, because it is looking at the third house, if younger brothers are there, they will come into your support. There is possibility, a lot of courage will be there. Foreign travel, because of Mars aspecting the 12th house, so foreign travel is also seen. So it is not negative, but it is not extremely positive as well. So we have to be careful whenever the Lagna Lord is getting debilitated, or the Bhagya Karka. That means anything like here, Moon is the Bhagya Karaka. Whenever it will get debilitated for you, you will feel a little bit low. But otherwise, an awesome time in terms of Mars's aspect. Your real estate things, anything to do with, your friends coming together for you, you trying to be very courageous, you trying to take initiatives and actions. Very good for that kind of stuff. And all of 2025, we'll be doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. Mode is Zoom, and all the details are on the screen. You can take a screenshot, you can ask Samantha, and she can help you about when the next class is starting and how she can enroll you. Here, Mercury finally turns direct into Pisces. and says that okay, now the eclipse energy is going like very very soon it is going to go. So I'm just going to be okay, get direct here and start to repair any kind of communication problem that has happened between loved ones, between children, between education. Any problem in that area will start solving. Here Venus also turns direct. It says that okay, now this is a time that foreign travel, all the obstacles related to romantic life, marriage, children, everything is now going away. There is also possibility of now expenses coming down. And then finally, Sun enters into Aries, into the sixth house in exalted position. The 10th house Lord exalted position in the house of your workplace. This is another very good news. That means biggest to biggest people who are trying to play politics against you. Many people who will be giving exams related to, government or any service oriented. Anyone who's trying to give an interview, try to get into a new workplace. This is that awesome time when you will be able to get into such kind of workplace. So beautiful. April also is a very important month only because it started with an eclipse and the energy was too heavy in the fifth house, education. And this is the time I think many of the board exams also happen, right, Rohitji, for kids in India. So that is where if they're Scorpio ascendant, they will have a little bit of burden on their head that, oh my God, I'm trying to learn everything, I'm trying to understand, nothing is happening. Or there can be possibility that you study so much and go and then you open the paper and there is nothing that came out of your studies. So these kind of energies can align, but good, because out of some struggle there is going to be peace, and this is the only struggle this whole year, and then there is all sorted. May comes, Mercury enters into Aries and says that okay, Surya Dev, what daring you have, what power you have, you went into such kind of you know uh, eclipse and you are back and you're so powerful at the workplace. But why should I not be powerful? I am the eighth house Lord sitting in the sixth house, 11th from the eighth house. I'm going to give you all the gains. That means longevity will increase. There can be possibility of good health, good communication in the workplace, very structured communication, discipline comes to your life here. And then 2025 yearly horoscope. If you want to have a tailored result for your chart, how your dasha, antardasha, and these transits will collide with each other and give you results. So this is where we can discuss about your things. WhatsApp link, there is online and there is also email. Everything is mentioned. You can look down and then we can talk about it. The biggest transit of May 2025 is that Brahaspati, Jupiter, enters into the eighth house. Now, Brahaspati, if you see here, Brahaspati is the lord of your second and the fifth house, getting into the eighth house, aspecting the 12th house, second house, and aspecting the fourth house. So these are the aspects, the new aspects of Brahaspati. Eighth house is the house of diseases, again, losses, journey, subconscious, occult signs, also bad habits, fear, sin, anything that we have to see is from the eighth house. Jupiter is going to make sure that all these areas you will start getting very positive results. Because it is aspecting the 12th house, this is the house of journeys as well. It is possible that big, long journeys, and especially for foreign settlement or with family foreign settlement is seen because of the seventh aspect of Jupiter on the second house. That means your family also, if you're away from your family, there's a possibility of meeting together. It is also aspecting the best aspect, the ninth aspect is on the fourth house where Saturn has left that house, and now this is indicating that there is possibility of buying real estate also. Because see, there is a Saturn Jupiter aspecting the 12th house, expenses, second house on fixed assets, fourth house getting real estate. So you're getting fixed assets as real estate is possible during this time. So after May of 14th, people, everyone can plan about their, you know, what you say about real estate and vehicles. Sun enters Taurus. Say that, okay, I'm done exaltation. Now I'm setting 10th from 10th. This is the time my exaltation has to now reap benefits for you. You have to win. You have to have victory. You have to have promotions. You have to have hierarchies. This is the time the 10th house Lord sitting 10th from itself give you hierarchies and give you position in society. Very awesome time. Like Sun, Kendra Lord in the Kendra is superb. No, no way it can go bad. Then the biggest transit again in May of 2025, a lot of action happening. Rahu and Ketu comes to Kendra, and Rahu comes to one of the most awesome places, that is, it is own sign, Aquarius, aspected by Jupiter. That means Rahu is going to be acting like Saturn, but like very mature Jupiter also, like someone who gives you blessings like Jupiter, because the ninth aspect of Jupiter is on Rahu. So again, beautiful time for all the people. Now this is a very big transit. We cannot cover in small things, but we are going to make a very complete bigger video for this, and lot of information in that video. Lot of remedies also we'll be talking about. So all the best. Make sure that you are aligned and you are subscribed. Otherwise, you will miss this. Rahu and Ketu. Ketu in the 10th house. We say that Ketu comes to the 10th house. There is problem in, fame, ability, dignity, power, rank, possibility of problem in business. And it is true. It's not. But here, the approach of your business, approach of your work has to become more spiritual. Because what is Ketu's food? Ketu's food is spirituality. Here, Ketu will say, okay, no, 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 no. You're doing it for a task completion. I do not support this. You have to do it with your complete soul into it. This is where I will support. So these are the kind of things that we'll be talking in the bigger video. Rahu in the fourth house is very good. You may be buying property, vehicles. There is possibility of lot of happiness, lot of speculative gains, some kind of material gains in your home, in your house. And there can be also a possibility that those who are working from home may now leave the home, because Rahu is an extrovert planet. So it will take you away from that four corners, and may take you towards getting into offices and all. Mercury, on the other hand, enters into Taurus. Now, Mercury also here, if you see, it's the Lord of the 11th house coming to the 7th house. So there can be gains through partnerships during this time. And your goals that you're able to complete, you need someone's help. You need a partner here, either your spouse, either your friend, either your business partner, anyone to collaborate with you. And then you'll be able to reach your goals also in a very positive way. And then Venus enters into Aries. Now, again, it's a Vipreet Rajyog, because the 12th house Lord is in the 6th house. So that means any enemy, any delays, any obstacles that you're facing for foreign country, it is going to vanish now. And there can be possibility that you may go to foreign country. But because we have to understand, Venus is here, Jupiter is in the 8th house. Here Venus is aspecting the 12th house, Jupiter is aspecting the 12th house. So for education or for anything to do with training, there can be possibility you are going to foreign countries through your office, through your workplace. Also possibility, because Venus here is also a Maraka sitting 12th from the 7th house. You may also have to visit hospital during this time, but Jupiter aspect is there on the 12th house. You will become very okay. It is just that it is a precaution that you have to take. If there is any health problems, you have to immediately see a doctor so that your longevity can be increased. So May, a very power packed month for all the people of Scorpio. So awesome time for you. All the best. 2025 yearly horoscope. You can book online on acastro.ca, or Gmail, acastrochannel@gmail.com. There is also WhatsApp link in the description if you want to get your tailored results for your 2025 and talk to me and understand that what are the obstacles and opportunities. You can really get in touch. June is here, and June, Mercury is entering into Gemini, into its own sign, and with Jupiter, Brahaspati, two benefics in the 8th house, one benefic in the 6th house. That means all the problems related to enemy, fear, trouble, sin, anything to do with your sorrow, anything to do in bad habits, health wise, everything you're getting a lot of blessing. Everyone is fighting for you. So, again, very positive time. Only thing that during this time, investment should be avoided, because Mercury is the lord of this house, but aspecting the second house, which is not a very what you say friendly sign. Sagittarius is not a friendly sign for Mercury, so don't invest, don't get into some kind of other people's other people may try to convince and sell you things. So this is where we should avoid. Mars enters into Leo, saying that I am done with debilitation. Let me go here. And because it comes to the 10th house, your career advancement is seen. Ketu might have put a little bit of pressure of, a little bit of laziness, but Mars will come and again give you that power, that awesome power, because the aspect of Mars is on the first house, and that is the house related to yourself, your motivation, your attitude, and you will be doing absolutely very well. Mars aspecting the fourth house and aspecting Rahu Angarak Yog. This is also possibility of you making some wealth, especially through real estate. Those who are in real estate business, so you are doing very good. Those who are thinking of buying real estate, you may buy a luxurious real estate, but this is the time of cheating also. Very careful about cheating, because Rahu is illusion planet. It can show that okay, this is what you're getting, and you get garbage, or you don't get anything. People run away with your money because of the eighth aspect of Mars on the fifth house of speculative gains. So speculative gain is not going to happen. There's going to be sudden ups and downs and losses in money also. So very careful about investments. Sun enters Gemini. Now, Sun is the Lord of the 10th house, going to the 8th house. Sudden ups and downs in career also. Now, this is not a very good time, like little bit of challenging obstacle times. Here, some ups and downs in career can be seen. But here, because it is sitting with benefic Jupiter, benefic Mercury, there is possibility that you'll get a lot of strength from them also and possibly give you good results. There is also possibility that many people will be put into a lot of research or maybe under performance reviews also, especially those in IT. Many people will have kind of issues in terms of what you say politics, and some kind of enemies. Such kind of things also can happen. So this is the part of life we have to be strong enough to take such things for a few time when planets are involved with such kind of houses. Mercury says, okay, let me just get into Cancer. Now, this is a very good thing. All the sudden ups and downs that you're going through now, you will see that increased luck, increased blessing, increased philosophical talks, increased communication. And this is where what will save you. On top of that, Venus entering into Taurus is again a savior because it is sitting 10th from the 10th. And it's making sure that any hierarchy that you just received is maintained with dignity, is maintained with a lot of peace and luxury. There is no misery there. And also in relationship, anything to do with your intimate relationships, anything to do with your life partner, business partner, any partnership that you have, you will see a very positive, what you say, glow around them and you. And this will be a very, very good collaborative time for good collaborations also. All the best. Because Saturn is aspecting your seventh house from the fifth house, you have to be careful that during this or during the time when Saturn is aspecting, nothing verbal communication, all legal things. Saturn is a planet of a lot of discipline, so nothing in verbal, everything written down should be done so that you do not make any losses here. All the best. 2025 yearly horoscope. I know you must be waiting and thinking that, oh, what about our personal horoscope? And this is where 2025 your yearly horoscope will be prepared for you by me. And we'll be talking on the other side and trying to understand that how what 2025 is bringing for us, any obstacles or what kind of opportunities as well. So all the best. Saturn, Shanidev retrogrades in Pisces here on 13th of July, and it retrogrades here. It does not mean the drishti, the aspects becomes retrograde. It just means that the aspects where it is putting, it will have little bit of what you say, backward motion, like means any positive or any negative results that you were getting will slow down now. There is also possibility those who are into sadisati, that means Aries moon, Aquarius, and also Pisces moon people, they may feel a little bit of relief here. Finally it is going away from moon. So this is one positive positivity. But here, Saturn retrograde is a very careful time for reconsidering things related to romantic stuff, things related to marriage. You could not cheat anyone during this time because this is also the house of cheating. This is a house of extra smart, this is the house of intelligence, also fifth house. So you will be intelligent enough to cheat other people. So that should not be done because Saturn right now it's retrograde, not do anything. But when it will become direct, take all the it will take all the revenge from you, that okay, you did this, okay, I'll show you this. Be very nice to children, be very kind with children, and also possibly education wise try to have patience taking big decisions. Sun enters into Cancer again. Sun is sitting 12th from the fifth house. Saturn retrograde here. There are a lot of things which can be seen here. The Sun is sitting 12th from the 10th house. This means loss of job, loss of honor, loss of wealth, loss of rank, loss of power, loss of dignity, loss of fame. Such kind of things can happen, and Sun is absolutely connected to this. But because this is the house of a luminary, that means Moon. And if by chance Moon, I don't know, during this date is coming and meeting Sun or getting into Amavasya, by chance Moon is coming here, then it will be a very worst time. But if it is not coming, then it is very positive. Positive in the sense, this is the time to be very near and dear to your father. Make sure you take his complete blessings, or not father, then guru. If not guru, then at least any kind of just any god or anyone who you believe in your religion, in your faith. You have to be very devoted. This is the house of devotion. The more devotion you show, the more possibility power comes to you. Mercury retrogrades in Cancer says that, okay, you know what, I am getting a lot of stress because I don't want to go and meet Ketu because very soon there is going to be an eclipse. And whenever there is an eclipse happening, I am always involved. So I will run away from this. And it is starting to run away from entering into the 10th house of career and trying to get into a lot of drama here. So it says, Unko, I am going to go away to my own house. But Sun will give it a lot of because advantage, this is the advantage, right? Sun here is telling that, listen, you cannot go away. It's no worries, I am with you, come with me, I will show you how to handle any kind of difficult situation. And same way, this is how your mentors, anything to do with your teachers, any intelligent personalities in your life who have been guiding you, will also guide you the same way, that okay, don't worry, let's move forward, let's keep our communication very open, let's keep our communication very strict and very what you say, spiritual. Here, Venus enters into Gemini, into the sixth house. Now, again, into the eighth house. Venus again makes a Vipreet Rajyog. That means health wise problem solves, foreign settlement, foreign travel, and two gurus together making Lakshmi Narayan Yoga in the eighth house. That means wealth will come through inheritance, or there can be wealth that can come through lottery. And this is the reason, why I'm saying this, because see, these are two benefic planets, and especially Jupiter, Lord of the second house, aspecting the 12th house with the Lord of the 12th house, as Jupiter, Lord of the fifth house and eighth house, whenever they will have any relationship, it is possible that you may earn some kind of lottery, some kind of hidden wealth will come to you, some kind of sudden wealth will come to you. So let's hope for the best. And if anything big comes to you, you know where to send 50, not 50%, 20%, not 20%, 10% to Akash and Rohit ji. And you can talk to Samantha, she'll be very happy to receive that 10%. So Venus here, it's very good. Again, intimacy wise, there can be challenges. There can be possibility that you may want to go out of marriage and get into secret relationships also. So we have to be careful because Jupiter is there and Saturn is retrograde, but later it will see and it will not leave you. It will take revenge. So please try to be into your limits. On the other hand, Mars says, let me go to Virgo. I will just see how Virgo is. And it goes to Virgo. And absolutely, the ascendant Lord in the 11th house, the 6th house Lord, 6th from itself. There are two O's here. There is one opportunity, a lot of gains, lot of courage, lot of things to do with your, friends, your wishes, your hopes, everything come true because of your hard work and dedication. But because the 6th house Lord is 6th from the 6th as well, here some small illnesses, that means some cold cough, either visiting doctor, hospitals, anything to do with fight, anything to do with fight with elder brother, elder siblings. There can also be possibility of fight in a social circle, in a gathering, that you must suddenly have lose your patience and start fighting. So these kind of things can have problem, but otherwise wishes, hopes, everything to do with income grows, gains happening. So a lot of positive things in that area. But if you see overall, Rohit, for all the Scorpio ascendant people, you see wealth is absolutely sorted for them this year. Mars is making good yoga. Jupiter is, after May, is looking at the second house constantly. So there is going to be a lot of wealth coming into their lives. So it's a very, very positive time for all the people. July is also a very awesome month for you. Moving on, 2025 yearly horoscope. I know everyone who want to get their reading done, you can book online, acastro.ca, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description. Also, if you think that our hard work is really there, so do subscribe so that we are always connected. Mercury, on the other hand, after listening to Sun, says, okay, Suryadev, if you are saying I will also turn direct, but I'm very scared to go into this eclipse energy. He says, okay, you don't worry, come after me. So this is what is happening. And here, Mercury is going to get direct in, and a lot of things related to your destiny is going to again take it's going to be very favorable for you. There's going to be a lot of help you get from divine source, divine energy, the God. We say, you never know in what force it will come and help you. Sun enters into Leo and eclipse energy begins. Sun enters into Leo, into its own sign where Ketu is sitting. So first it will say, welcome Ketu. Now just imagine, this is such a big yoga and a very big video has to be done on this. So do subscribe so that you do not miss it. And that video is, Sun is the Karaka of soul, Karaka of your spirit. And Ketu is the Karaka, that means significator of your moksha, that means anything to do with spiritual liberation. So Ketu and Sun together, soul and the liberation. So that means what talks they will have. Very beautiful. I will do a lot of research on this and come back with a very good story. So do subscribe. Here, Sun in the 10th house will make sure that no power, no fame, no ability, no dignity has been or is compromised. And make sure that it will be taking utmost care of you. On the other hand, Venus says, I will come to the ninth house and make sure that I'm 12th house lord in the ninth house, I'm seventh house lord in the ninth house. If anything that indicates for going to a foreign country or flying away to a foreign country, I am leaving right now. For education, for higher education, if there is any possibility in terms of partnership, marriage, I am going to foreign country. So this is the kind of energy that Venus brings here, but also brings energy of luck and devotion and education. So that's very positive. Venus is the planet that really encourages education because it is Sarva Shastra. It knows everything. Every Shastra in the world is known by Venus. That's why it encourages education as well. So here in the house, or in the house that is related to higher education, Venus will give you good opportunities for foreign education. Mercury enters into Leo also, again in the area. It was very scared that okay, how do I go? What will happen? What will not happen here? With Sun, it is going to be very positive. There is no issue at all. It is the 11th house Lord, exactly 10 from itself. This is a time to avoid any big gatherings, going there, communicating, trying to gossip, tell false thing about other people. This is what is required because Mercury is a dual nature planet. If it sits with a malefic, it becomes a malefic. It sits with a benefic, it becomes a benefic. So here it is sitting with Ketu and the eclipse energy. So its energy also is going to turn dark in the career area. No, sun is supporting. Sun is, it's going to make everyone combust. Don't worry about it. But still, we have to be careful not to get into anything to do with egoistic approach or anger and react in that area. 2025 yearly horoscope. I know you have been waiting, you have been thinking about getting your chart done. You can book online on acastro.co. There is a WhatsApp link in the description, and we'll see you on the other side. Here, September is when 7th and 8th September, it is going to be complete lunar eclipse. So there are two complete lunar, that means completely blackout lunar eclipse in 2025. And here I've also put places: Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, West and North America, East and South America, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Oceans, Arctic, Antarctica is where this will be seen. And I know all the people who are watching from Antarctica. You have to be very careful and inside your igloos during this time. On the other hand, Mars is entering into Libra. So 7th and 8th, again, eclipse energy is present. So we have to be very careful. We cannot make any big decisions. Your mind it should be in control in your destiny. You should not rely too much on destiny. It is also the time to put a lot of self-effort. Here, Mars entering into Libra into the 12th house makes a Viprit Raj Yoga again. So again, those who are trying to go to a foreign country, applying for loan, you will get such kind of things. Expenditure is also seen, but this is for a good reason. Later, Venus enters into Leo. Amidst of all the eclipse energy, Venus says, okay, I don't have any other option, but I have to get here. So Venus enters here, and this is going to be also an important time that you need to be focused on your career, especially not to spend on luxury. Those who are in business, not to be making sure that we are not spending too much on luxury. Also, there is another possibility that many people will be getting new jobs, and that is because the seventh house lord is fourth from itself, so a lot of happiness, peace will come in work area as well. So this is positive. Mercury says that okay, all the drama is done, I am getting into exalted position. Mercury becomes exalted for you, and Mercury is the lord of the eighth house. Getting exalted in the 11th house means lot of gains that is coming through your friends, from your social circle, from some hidden sources. You will say, who did this, who gave me this rose, or who gave me this $100,000, who gave me this check, how suddenly I got a contract, how suddenly I got income. So very positive time for you. Sun enters into Virgo, and because Ketu has just entered from Virgo to Leo, Ketu is at the cusp of Virgo and Leo. That's why as soon as Sun leaves, and that is the time, that point, it will actually meet that point where the eclipse will happen. This is what is called the true transit and the transit. This is the true transit. So here Sun is entering into Virgo. Still energy of Ketu is left in Virgo, and here Sun is going to be making a eclipse during that time, a partial eclipse. It is not going to be seen everywhere. South in Australia, Pacific, Atlantic, and Antarctica. So again, those people who are in Antarctica, and I think 99% of people who are watching are from Antarctica. So you should get back into your igloos just for some fun. Sun entering into the 11th house is also a great thing for your career. If there was any darkness, anything related in career area, you will start seeing lights, a lot of positivity, a lot of gains from your career, a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues, acquaintances will be helping you. There is also possibility of now government appointment or position coming to your life. So if in the time when what do you say, sun was exalted in April, if that time you give any government exams, this is the time sun is sixth from the sixth. This means that this is the time of appointment, service appointments for all the people. So all the best, guys. Now for eclipses and all, we'll be making a very long, larger video. So make sure that you are tuned with us. Otherwise, you will miss it, and then it's not going to be so much fun. So do subscribe so that you are always part of our family. All the best. 2025 yearly horoscope also you can book online on acastro.ca, and there's a WhatsApp link also in description. So however you want to see, look at this, and then let's discuss your 2025 in detail and how we are going to take things forward. October 2025, Mercury is entering into Libra. Now, Mercury is the lord of the sixth house, of the eighth house, and the 11th house, and going to the 12th house with Mars. Ascendant Lord indicates a lot of foreign settlement travel. Those who are waiting for the green cards, those waiting for PR, those who are waiting for work permits, for visas, not getting stamped 3 months. No visa coming. Now here there is a possibility of some kind of gains from foreign country, or gains that will take you towards foreign country. Venus on the other hand gets into debilitation. So October is a month of a lot of debilitations. Sun is also going to get debilitated. Venus here gets debilitated because the fifth aspect of the seventh aspect on the fifth house on Saturn. Saturn needs a lot of energy right now because very soon Saturn is also going to get direct. Here on the education side, on the romance side, Venus is putting an aspect and making sure that you really make the best of it. And speculative gains wise, again, share market, stock market, if gains is where you were struggling, here a lot of gains come to you. Also, Sun entering into Libra into the 12th house, saying that I am also debilitated here. The 10th house lord is debilitated in the 12th house. Those who were in foreign country and working on work permits, and also on things like, some visitor visa and stuff like that. Very careful about legal complications that you can get into, because Sun is the government, and getting to the 12th house is also the house of enemies. Government can become your enemy, or there can be problem which can take away your sleep cycle. The sleep wise, you will become very, very challenged during this time. So some stress, some tension can come, some expenses are coming for law order, because all the three planets are aspecting the sixth house, and that is the house of service. So you may require some service during this time from some other people. Big transit, October 2025, 18th of October, Jupiter is entering into Cancer. Now this is the time that Jupiter is super fast. May, na, June, July, August, September, October, fast. I have 5 months. What takes Jupiter 1 year, in 5 months it has entered in from one sign to another, and here it is getting exalted. It is super powerful. Second house, fifth house lord, ninth. Oh, it's very powerful. This is the time actually you will get blessing from God. Suddenly, nothing. There is no hope in such areas where there is no hope. You will see a ray of light, and you'll say, "Oh my God, I never thought this will work out," and it will work out for you. It is a time of absolute luck. But devotion-wise, also you should be very much devoted. Communication-wise, don't try to tell anything about, Actually, there is a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga happening here, which is very positive, because from 18 till 27, a very big video happens where Mars is aspecting the third house with the with the Ucha Drishti, and Jupiter is aspecting the third house with the Neech Drishti. So this is Neech Bhang Raj Yoga Drishti in the third house. That means any courage, things related to your third house, courage, determination, power, communication is going to be at super peak in this 18 till 27. So you have to make bigger decisions, contract signing, communication, short distance travel for a longer, or long distance travel for a shorter period of time. So many beautiful opportunities. That's why I tell you, when we are going to make a very big video on this, you should be subscribed so that you do not miss it. So all the best, guys. The aspects of Jupiter also change suddenly in 5 months. It is going to aspect your ascendant. Make sure that your attitude, yourself, your physical outlook becomes very positive and very, there'll be growth in that area. This aspecting the third house, your communication growth, and aspecting the fifth house, ninth from the ninth. Very good time for progeny, very good time for getting into childbirth. So very positive time for you. But otherwise, bigger video will be made, so wait for it. Mercury, all of 2025 we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course as well. So make sure that you have enrolled, and at this point, whenever you're watching, just ask Samantha that when is the next date, and reserve your spot there. All the best. Here, what happens later? Mercury says, okay, fine, I'm done with the 12th house. Let's go to the ascendant. 11th house lord, 8th house lord in the ascendant. A lot of secrets coming out from your social circles, a lot of things related to gains, a lot of things related to elder brothers gains. Your mind will be very sharp and you'll be very positive, very active during this time. So great time for all the people. And then Mars enters into Scorpio again, with your mind, your courage, your motivation, as well as your initiative also begins. But this is whenever Mars and Mercury are together, they are not very good friends, and this is a possibility that there can be a lot of Mars will put the energy of um, what you say impulsiveness, and Mercury will put energy of calmness. So there will be, you have to maintain balance now. Either you, and depends on your dasha and antardasha also. If you're going through Mars dasha, then a lot of impulsive decisions will be made, and which can be sometimes aggressive and not good also. And if it is Mercury dasha, then you will be making very intelligent, very intellectual, very patiently. So depending on your personal birth chart, we'll be able to analyze this. But it is a time to maintain balance in your impulsiveness and your knowledge, or in your what you say it simple. I'll give you examples. What happens is, I am sitting and I get an idea. Okay, I'll do this. So to take execute that idea, you know that it cannot be done right now, but you will get so impulsive and so impatient that you will start ruining your health. Another area is that, okay, I get an idea and say, oh, this is very nice, let me write it down, and over the time, let me see how I want to go for it. So such kind of energy is this. All the best, guys. Have a wonderful October. And 2025 yearly horoscope, those who want to book online, or there's a WhatsApp link in the description, or email. All things are on the screen. All the best. November, not a very it's a very important month here. Venus entering into Libra, into its own sign, saying that, okay, I am going to 12th house, 7th house out in the 12th house. That means those who are in foreign country waiting for a status, you will get a status during this time. Either it has to be marital status, either it has to be status in your work area, either there can be some status related to your visa. Everything is going to be very positive for you. Mercury, on the other hand, retrogrades and says that, oh, I missed something to do in Libra, and I came here. I was supposed to make sure that there is some kind of positive things, like Viprit Rajyog, some kind of bad habit is going away, or some kind of spiritual thing which I really miss. So I'm going to the back house here, because it is the first house. Mars will become more powerful and you'll become more impulsive during this time. And this is not all. Jupiter says that, okay, I was too fast, I shouldn't have come here. Because of seeing, after the seeing of Mars and Mercury energy in the first house, I have decided, let me go back and try to repair the Mercury house first, and then let me go back and to the house of Cancer. So Jupiter is again retrograding here. Again, luck wise, luck is not working for you now. You have to make sure that hard work is done, and absolute levels. Lot of hard work is required during this time, and lot of communication, open communication, clear communication, honest communication, ethical approach towards work is also required. Sun enters into Scorpio. It is a very good time. 10th house Lord trading fourth from itself puts peace and happiness in the work area. So November 2025 also is a very good time when Sun is making very beautiful time. Here only ego, because Sun and Mars are cruel planet and Mercury is already going away. So here krurata, that means some kind of egoistic nature, or some kind of you being very rude to other people is possible. So don't try to balance this. I know it's November 2025, it's too late, but those who are watching in November right now, here balance is required. Mercury enters into Libra, says, Venus, you know what? I did this, and this is what you need to do when you go and meet Mars and Sun. Venus says, okay, thank you, I am going. So this is what is happening. Venus is going to be going in 3 days from here. Mercury has given its message, but also made sure that any fear that you were having, anything related to do with gains from foreign countries that you couldn't make during that time, and you were regretting that, oh, why my opportunity went away. Again, there is an opportunity, so make the most of this. Venus comes into Scorpio, into the ascendant, seventh house lord, exactly opposite, sitting in the first house, aspecting the seventh house is a good sign. Again, a lot of physical wise, happy. You will feel happy. You will look very good. There will be possibility of you spending on luxury on yourselves. So a good times. Whenever benefit planet is coming in Kendra, first 5 and 9 house, it is very good. No problem. Here later, Saturn says, okay, now it's time for me to become direct, to see that if this person has implemented all the things. Jupiter gave so many indications, do this rightly. Mars gave, everyone gave this thing during the time of last 5 months, that okay, Saturn is retrograde, we will help you to develop, to make sure that you are in the right space, you are in the right what we say, you're in the right uh, transformation, and especially related to your children, love life, education, any skills, any creativity. You were supposed to take all these things seriously, and now Saturn is going to put a lot of forward motion and give positive, very very positive results here. Positive positive results in partnerships, positive relationship in gains, and positive relationship even in bank balance because of the aspect of Saturn where on the second house. 10th aspect, bank balance through career is coming. So beautiful time for all the people. All of 2025 we'll be doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. Everything is on screen and there is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click on it and discuss about the course as well. Here, because if we see Mercury is turning direct into Libra, it has done whatever it was supposed to done. Saturn, anything that was supposed to, Mercury would have to face Saturn later. So it was anything that Mercury wanted to give you is now Mercury has made sure that in this area, your expenditure and everything that was supposed to be controlled is controlled, and there is possibility of a lot of spiritual gains, and you have learned your lessons also. Health wise, also you must have seen that things are now turning very much better for you. So all the best. December 2025, the biggest transit on December 2025 is 5th of December when Jupiter is in retrograde motion, enters into Gemini. Say that, okay, I was too fast to go into Cancer. I need to really work on your foreign settlement. I need to work on your finances. I need to work on the real estate side. So I'm back in Gemini. This is a time to reconsider a lot of things and make alterations in your decisions. So this is also required. Mercury enters into Scorpio into the ascendant. So there is a stellium, four planets sitting together in the ascendant, and out of this balance is there two malefics, two benefics. And benefics, Kendra Lord Sun in the first house, Kendra Lord seventh house Lord in the second house, and the Lord of the ascendant. So three Kendra Lords and one Trikona Lord is sitting there. So that means it is going to be a very big initiative that you are going to be taking. Even if it is December, you say, no, this is the time I will show power, and your determination, your attitude, your self motivation will be at the peak. Later, Mars says it's all about money also. Let me go to the second house and make sure that money increases, because I'm getting a direct aspect of Jupiter, and Jupiter is sitting in the 8th house in my chart. So I'm going to be making a lot of money for you. So Mars is going to make money, especially through fixed assets, through anything to do with land, through vehicles, through real estate. Money is coming to you because Mars is also aspecting the 5th house and getting aspected by Jupiter here in the second house. This possibility that Jupiter will encourage Mars to also get into speculative gains, and there also there's a lot of money can be made. Sun enters into Sagittarius, 10th house Lord in the second house. Money may again come through your workplace. Then Venus, the 7th house Lord, again comes to the second house. And your second house is also the house of self-respect and status. So your status is increasing during this time. There is possibility that status goes to a next level in life. So beautiful time for you. And then Mercury enters into the second house. So that means again stellium in the second house, lot of wealth, lot of health, lot of positive results related to family life is also seen. So one of the most beautiful years you will see here with Saturn transiting, Rahu transiting, Ketu transiting, Jupiter transiting two times, Sun already taking up all the other planets and maintaining a balance with two malefics, two benefics all of the year. You see, they're all going together. T, 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 T. So very, very positive, awesome year. Now, Mars is the year of 2025, and that is your ascendant lord, number 9. In numerology, the number 9 is ruled by Mars. Mars represents action, drive, passion, and sometimes aggression also. A 9 year tends to symbolize endings, completion, and transformation. It is a time for wrapping up old cycles and preparing for new beginnings. I would say that it is also a time that a lot of war that is happening around the world may end in 2025, and there can be positive people living in peace and happiness, because Mars is not a cruel planet. It is a malefic planet because it is very aggressive, but otherwise Mars has a lot of humble nature. Mars is not going to do anything wrong to anyone who is doing what do you say, who is doing everything in a right pious way. So this is where Mars energy is supposed to be a very pure energy, very pure non-biased energy. 2025 yearly horoscope, I have spoken about it. Those who want to book, all the best. And there is classes all of 2025. Again, those who want to book, all the best. And happy new year, Rohit ji, to you as well. All the best for 2025, Rohit ji.
Thank you, Akashji. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you as well, and to all the family members of AC Astro. Thank you very much. And we'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di. Om Namah Shivaya.